Hey everyone, this is TheCactusBoi, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you one of two variations on my original card flourish Plunge, which looks like this. I taught that in my second to last video. You can go and watch it right here in the description bar down below. You are going to need to learn that flourish before you attempt this variation, of course. I know a lot of you already have learnt it, such people as Gritchy1, Benji Taylor, Axel Hard. I'm sure there's a lot more, but they were just to name a few. You all did amazing jobs, you guys, well done. I had a lot of fun watching those videos. So, now we're going to try and take it up a little notch and add a few things to the original idea and just see what happens. So, let's get on with it. So, you're going to start with a Z-cut just like you would for the original Plunge, and when you're there you want to push off that top card. Okay? Card, that's the one. You want to push off that top card, and it'll be kind of in an L shape with that top packet, you see? And you will be pivoting around your middle finger, just making that clear, you see? Just like that. Doesn't take much effort. And for a while you just want to forget that card's there, okay? Okay, don't drop it or anything, keep it in its place, but just forget it's there. And then go on with the original Plunge cut as you would as if that card wasn't there, okay? All up until you start rolling this packet around, okay? And this is what this packet is going to be doing, or this card. It'll be like this. Okay, and I'll finish just like that. So I'll do that slow, and then I'll explain it. Okay? I'll do it the single packet for easier explanation. Basically, the card will be like this, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to tilt your hand back, so then that'll help the card come back. It's kind of hard to explain actually, I didn't think it would be. It's like this, you're going to tilt your hand back and it'll slide back and it'll be kind of at a weird angle because it'll hit your thumb and then it won't go all the way. And then your index finger will be right on the edge of this card and you're going to push it back, keep on pushing it back, and if you notice it'll slide down your thumb like this. Your index finger just keeps on curling that card in, okay, like this, and it'll just flop down on top of your curled index finger, and the fingernail will be on top of the back of the card just like that. Okay, so in the flourish done slow, put emphasis on this bit too, just like that. If you notice, the corner of the card is just below your thumb and it's just resting on your curled index finger as I explained. So when you're here, you want to basically align that face up card with the face down packet that's in your hand, just like this, okay? So you just want to let it slide down your hand, just like that, okay? And it should happen very easily. It doesn't take effort. It doesn't take as much effort as some things. You see, just like that. It's very easy to do. So let's do that slow. You can see how it just like slides quite easily. Now there's one thing which I didn't explain. I just thought in my head, I was like, oh crap. Yeah, you basically need to bend the deck before you start this flourish, okay? I'm sorry for explaining it so later on in the tutorial, but yeah, bend the packet down, or the deck down, okay? You'll see why in a minute. What I do is kind of spring the cards sideways into my hand a couple of times, or 2 or 3 times. It kind of, it's a good way of bending the deck downwards. You should have like a downwards curve in your deck like this, okay? Don't worry, it will not ruin your cards, it will pop out. Well, if you're using good quality cards it is, which I should think that most of you do are. You'll have a downwards curve in the deck. And what this does is if you turn a card face up on a face down deck that's bent, you see when you do that, the card will spin. And that's caused by the air created in between the card that's bent the other way and the deck that's bent the opposite way to that. And you see you can really, spin that card. And that's where the idea comes from. So when you do it in the flourish, you see the card will go down, and then you just want to tilt your hand like this, okay? You don't have to give it a bit of momentum or anything, you just want to do it one spin. You just want to cut your hand like this. It's almost like you're playing the Wii or something. I don't know what else to liken it to, sorry. You want to kind of do that with your hand and the card will spin. Okay, make sure you release your hand after you've done that, just like so the card has enough room to spin. Like that. And then once it's vertical again, close your hand up, stopping it, and then push the card over, and then do this turn over, I'm not sure what that's called. Do this, like that. Now, I'll give you a very, 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 very slow performance of that. Closer to the camera, here we go. I'll try and get different angles in as well. Now for a slow performance that was actually really untidy, but I think you've got the general idea. If you want anything else explaining further, I can do that for you. I'll give you like a private or unlisted video just for you to learn whichever part you're struggling with easier. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Plunge 3 tutorial will come very soon. I have something a little different lined up for the next video involving music. So yeah, thanks for watching and please subscribe.